Hi, this is Maginoni, and here's my comic reviews for Teen Titans Zero and Talon Zero. Now, I'll start off with Teen Titans Zero first. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is this really shouldn't be called Teen Titans Zero. It's a very false advertising, and while it does directly affect Teen Titans, this really affects Batman, because this is the secret origin of Red Robin, and that's why if you're a Batman fan, you don't pick this up, you're screwed, because you don't know why Tim Drake is Robin. Is Red Robin, and you're always going to wonder how he fit in to the Batman Order of Sidekicks. Now, let's take a look at what's going on here. Now, Tim Drake was a top gymnast, and so in a sense, they're kind of following Dick Grayson's path. Now, his other thing that he's, I guess, fixated on is trying to learn the secret identity of Batman. So what he does is, on his spare time, he goes and tries to figure that out. Well, Batman doesn't appreciate that necessarily, and tells Tim to basically go away and, use your skills for other things. Well, he does, and then he gets the attention of the Penguin. As a result of that, Batman's forced to react and save, Tim Drake and his family's life. Now, the problem is, if the Cobblepots think that Tim Drake and his families, the Drakes, are still alive, they'll hunt them down to kill them. So what they do is they put the mom and dad into witness protection, but because Tim is such a skilled gymnast, they didn't want to limit his life. And, because if you can imagine, if he went wherever they're going into hiding, he can never do gymnastics. He can never do anything that would suggest that that person is somebody who he's not. So what happens is Batman basically takes him in and promises him things. Well, don't worry, I'll train him, we'll put him to good use, keep him safe, blah, blah, blah. And while I understand it is a very hokey way of doing things and probably really wouldn't happen in real life, and yes, you can also say that that would also reveal that Bruce Wayne is Batman if the parents were thinking about it, but regardless, it works in the comic book world, and we'll go with it. Now, at the very, very end of this, this also plants the seed for the Teen Titans, but it's only like a panel or so that does it. Overall, I thought it was a good read, but it wasn't what I would consider a stellar issue. It's not something that you're going to look back and go, wow, that was just a really compelling story, because it's basically just a kid being stupid, and reality came back and bit him on his ass, and now he gets to be the superhero, and there's no no dangerous consequence, so to speak, because nobody died or anything like that. But overall, it was a good read, and like I mentioned earlier, if you're a Batman fan, you really need to get this if you want to know more about what's going on with Tim. Now, with Talon, this is another one where Snyder did a good job, but it's not something that I'm going to at least look back at saying that this was a great read. Because it's just your basic, let's lay the foundation down and tell a story of who this character is. So, in that respect, he did what he needed to do. But basically, what Talon does is it goes through everything. It goes from the boy whose father locks him in a kennel, and he spends days, like 3 days, to try to escape, to going to that Gotham Circus and becoming a escape artist, to going into the Court of Owls, and eventually his departure. So this really covers a lot of ground, and it gives you, I think, a good idea of who the character is, parts of his ethics and morals, and it just basically lays down the foundation that you need to know before you buy the book, if you wanted to buy Talon, number one. Again, I don't know, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be buying Talon, because Snyder's on it, that's giving me incentive to want to buy it, but I'm just like iffy with the book so far. So I might pick up the first issue just to see, but personally, I don't want to see another book in the Batman universe. I think the Batman universe is pretty crowded as it is, and I don't really need to see more. But I understand that by putting it in the Batman universe, you've now guaranteed at least strong sales. So it's a complete marketing decision. Anyways, that's my review for these 2 books. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like the Facebook link that's right around here, because I do give out free comics. And until next time.